Some people trek to work today.
People are suffering. People are suffering in the country. It's like PMS is at the center of economic activities in the country. And any time it is touched, every other aspect is affected. It has never been touched like this before. The first and the second punch, without anything on ground. We have followed a trend of increase in PMS from 1970 to date. In most instances, it's better we provide something on ground to prepare the minds of the people before going into it. But let me say that the labor movement, unlike before, didn't go into the issue of reduce 1 naira or reduce 2 naira. We felt we should think outside the box. Because from 1970 to date, when they increase it, labor protests, goes on strike, they reduce the price, probably with 50 naira or 100 naira. But this time around, we felt we cannot continue that way. We have to think outside the box. That was what necessitated coming up with alternatives. And we resolved, since we're already working on the CNG option since 2020.
Distinguished Senator and distinguished President of the Senate, we know clearly the difficulty we have today in Nigeria. Our members are clearly suffering. Nigerians are clearly suffering. Some people trek to work today. I think that just as my colleague said, that before now, the modus operandi of labor has been quite different. But we said, okay, the government has told us that they are going to create alternatives. The government told us that they are going to bring about palliatives. We said, okay, let us listen and let us even watch these palliatives and these alternatives. Maybe it could be better. Because the conversation we were having sometime in 2020, we were talking about CNG as alluded to. Let us see how this government could fast track these processes. Yes, we understand that today we have challenges on CNG infrastructures, because the cities where you could deploy CNG as it stands today is somewhere maybe around some places in Lagos, some places in Port Harcourt. I'm not quite sure any state in the north could support that system today. So we understand that clearly.
Pleading with you to bear with this administration that is less than 2 months old, to work together to put Nigeria on a path of progress. Subsidy, if we had left it, subsidy was killing Nigeria. Subsidy was capable of killing Nigeria. Subsidy will eventually have killed Nigeria. You have decided to allow Nigeria to breathe, that subsidy should go. We concur with your decision that Nigerians must breathe. So I thank you so much for coming. The 70 billion was earmarked for, you've seen the structures going on and everything. And then every 4 or 8 years, whenever the furniture in offices of senators and members of the House of Representatives, come to what they call, I don't know what they call in financial terms, is it zero? No, is it the amortized? When it comes to zero value, they normally bought those things, and when they bought them, they tried to replace them. So this time, when this 10th Senate came, and the 10th National Assembly, they had nothing to work with, computers, nothing, even vehicles, nothing. You can't do oversight function with Keke Napep. So that money is not meant for senators. But you can see the mischief of Nigerians and what the social media can do. They turn things around to make it look as if the 70 billion was palliative for senators and House of Rep members. For me, I don't believe in running government on pages of newspapers.
Also forget us when the president allow us to read we deserve good life. Allow the boy to see the president. forget us, we don't show. You say you give us 8,000. How much we fuel? How much you bag of rice? over there. Whether the
voices away while they make heavy weather of their text messages. But we needed to come and so that they can see us. They're taking on millions that they never told to earn. That without a brain and mouth, not a single way could talk. We can break their haughty powers. In our freedom when we live, that a union makes us strong. Solidarity. Solidarity. That's why we're here. We deserve good life. Comrade, they don't get shit. They don't get shit. They don't get shit. Politicians, they don't get shit. 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 They don't get shit.
PMS seem to be life wire of the economy of Nigeria. And this is a natural resource that was given to us. We have no business refining abroad. We have no business importing PMS. There are over 200 commodities or products that could come out from refining of petroleum products. Nigeria is not benefiting from it. We are subsidizing workers from other countries where refining is taking place. You harvest cassava in your farm, you sell cassava, and you buy garri. That's the economy we are running here. It's unacceptable. We have to think of it. Closely related to this was the agreement we agreed on CNG, compressed natural gas. Nigeria has a large deposit of gas that could last for the next 500 years. And now by our last assessment in 2020, a liter could cost as much as 90 naira. In the current rate, a liter will not cost more than 150. And that was an agreement we signed with the government, that we should explore the CNG gas option as an alternative. Instead of forcing every Nigerian to buy at 600 and 30 and 40 and whatever rate, there should be alternative. Those who want PMS can go for PMS. And by that time, we had an agreement. We did a pilot study in Edo. Over 5,000 vehicles are running on CNG in Edo. And I don't know what it will cost this government to do even 1 million, convert 1 million cars within 3 months for us to go take that option. Some people are frustrating it to compel all of us to use PMS.
The president of the NLC just said, and it is about the reduction of the cost of governance. We strongly believe that the government of today is quite insensitive. And that government is both the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. We believe strongly that you cannot ask Nigerians to keep tightening our belts. You cannot ask Nigerians to keep sacrificing. You cannot ask a man who barely have 1 meal a day to now be eating garri for that day. The Nigerian masses have been battered. The Nigerian masses have suffered. The Nigerian masses are passing through excruciating difficulties. But in all of these, we have not heard what the president of the country has said regarding the cost of governance. We have not, now we are screening ministers. These ministers will go back, they will have 10 aides. Those that are 10 aides are going to have senior assistants. The senior assistants will now have a PA to the senior assistant to the minister's aide. Before you know, the numbers will go outside the roof. It is at this time when Senate and House of Reps, whether it was in the Appropriation Act before now, whether it was in the supplementary bill, we think grossly that it is grossly insensitive for us to be muting to spend 70 billion. We heard that they want to use it to fill their offices. We have told them to pay a visit to the Secretariat, it is just here, and see how people are suffering. To go to the Secretariat and see that people work without light for months. To see that in the Secretariat, to even go to toilet, everywhere is smelling.
Your direct representative. So I assure you, everything you are feeling, we understand it. I also assure you that the Senate is going to get involved, and I will ensure I'm not part of the leadership, but I am your representative. I will not let them cheat you. I went to school in America on a federal government scholarship. I had a car I bought straight from the factory, a Volkswagen, for 300 naira. So I know the Nigeria that bred me is not the Nigeria you have. My first job came with a house, a Beetle, and 500 naira, and that 500 naira bought me everything. So I know the issues. And I also am a mother. I have children who are your ages that I want to inherit a better Nigeria. So please, please, just give us a chance to get involved. Just a little chance. And we will make sure if things are not resolved in your favor.
As we are involved in the negotiation, we should also consider the consequences of our action. Unfortunately, the people that will suffer more are our people. The people that harass you at the gate are the poor. There is no son of a senator that is constable or sergeant out there. So, where is the problem? The problem is with us. When I was told that you are bad at the gate there, the sergeant at times is here, he can bear me witness, he called me. He said, the chief whip, there are labor people out there and the police have blocked them. I told him, allow them to come in and wait for us to come and address them. So it's not that we are completely insensitive. We are Nigerians. As I said, most of us, unfortunately, that are maltreating our own are from the poor. How many are rich Nigerians? They're taking on millions that they never told to earn. Then without a brain among, not a single way could talk. We can break their haughty powers. In our freedom when we live, and a union makes us strong. Solidarity.
The issues are the same issues that led to the protest today, and we have. He has expressed his position, made some commitment, which we are taking side by side with what the National Assembly said, the Senate said, and we're taking it back to the office with our colleagues there to review it and release a document on our next line of action.